Hey, this is Trader Travis with Philosophical Friday. I am testing out a new format. Let me know how you like this audio format versus the written text format. And full disclosure to start off, I'm not feeling very philosophical right now. Today, I woke up to my wife's scowling face going to get Lysol out of our room. And I followed her to see what was wrong. And as I followed her, I saw poop smeared on our bathroom sink. And I proceeded to go downstairs and I was hit with a strong smell of poop. And I was like, wow, okay. I don't know what I'm about to walk into, but it's going to be interesting. Well, the short version of this story is that my 4-year-old wound up using the bathroom on himself while he was sleeping, and thought it was a cute idea to take his poopy pull-up and fling it around the house and throw it at our oldest son. And they were running back and forth, laughing and playing, and slinging poop all over our house, and just had a blast doing it. So that's what I woke up to. And then we spent the next half an hour on our hands and knees, sniffing the floor out to find out where the poop was so we can clean it up. Why did we have to get on our hands and knees? Because in our brilliance, when we bought this house, we said we want carpet the color of dirt. We have boys and they're going to attract a lot of dirt in the house. So our dark carpet hides a lot of our dirt. And then we get it clean with a professional carpet cleaner about once a year. But the downfall is when you have poop on your carpet, you can't tell where it's at. You can smell it, but you just can't find it because it's the same color of the carpet. So that's how my morning started, which is why I'm not feeling very philosophical. But you know what? I have to be a good leader here because life gets in the way sometimes. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? This is what happens to the students of my program. They have very good intentions on how they want their day to start out, how they want their week to start out. They enroll in a course and they have all these high expectations of all these things they're going to do. A year from now, I'm going to be a full-time trader. And you know what? Cars break down, kids get sick, you get busy, you get discouraged, you lose money. You don't feel like going through the 50 plus hours of training that you might have to watch. And then they just lose their momentum. And I could have lost my focus today. But I said, you know what? I remembered a quote from a millionaire. He said, you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. And I said, you know what? I can't let this derail my day. Weirdly enough, I wasn't as upset with my wife. And I think we have this weird dynamic in our relationship. When one of us was really ticked off, the other one is like super zen and peaceful and calm. And it's not like a choice. It always pans out that way. So I was the calm one this morning. I told my wife, just go, let me clean everything up. So she went for a drive to cool off, and then I helped the boys clean up everything. And it didn't bother me at all. I was actually kind of jealous. I was like, you know what happened to us as adults? They had a blast. They weren't even upset. Like the only ones crabby in the house were the adults. And I was like, you know what? The kids were having fun. So what happens where we can't find a little joy in life like that? Just find joy in such disgusting activities. But anyway, going back to this, I can make money or I can make excuses. And I decided not to let it derail my day. And I said, no, I'm going to stay focused and press and carry on. Because honestly, almost decided not to record this today. I just wasn't in the mood. But I'm going to barrel through anyway because I want to continue the conversation we had in the last Philosophical Friday. And if you're new to Philosophical Friday, it's once or twice a month. I leave you with something philosophical on a Friday, something for you to think about, to break up the monotony of always talking about money. I'm not all about money, even though that's what, we're talking about, investing and things like that. I view money as a means to an end. It's not the end all goal. I don't worship money. And I realize that how you handle money really largely depends on how you think about life and how you think about money. So Philosophical Friday, I share some of the best tips and lessons I learned from my millionaire mentors about how to process the challenges of life and how to think about life in general, how to think about life from the viewpoint of a millionaire. And so I want to continue the conversation we had in the last Philosophical Friday about the story of a non-action taker, which was a friend of mine I went to college with who wound up enrolling in one of my courses. And to my disappointment, he fell into the camp of people who buy courses and don't really put it fully to use. He took action. He took a lot of action. I'm very proud of him. He wasn't very computer literate. He had troubles with computers. He put in effort. So his lack of success was not from a lack of effort. I want to make that clear. That boy worked really, really hard, and I'm proud of him. But the fact still remains that 2 years after enrolling, he still wasn't successful. Wasn't taking action. He went through months where he just really didn't do anything with trading. He got discouraged because of a few snags he had. So he sent me an email one day of a guy who was a parking lot attendant who never made more than, I think, 15, 20 grand a year, but retired a millionaire. And it really got me upset because he's forwarding emails about other people having success. And I'm like, stop. I was like, you know what? That's a cute story, but go do what he did. It's not about watching it. It's like watching sports. My mentor used to say, why watch the NFL? You're watching someone else live out your dreams while they're getting rich entertaining you. You need to go out and accomplish your dreams. And so I've told my friend, look, you need to do what he does. Let's take action. So the short version of this is I forced him to play some trades, which wound up making about a 3% return on our money in a matter of about 10 minutes of work. So 2 years of inaction, making no money, 10 minutes of action, making 3% return on the money. So why did he not really do anything for 2 years and all it took is 10 minutes to see results? And it's because I'm thinking that he, like most people, don't realize that your inaction has a cost associated with it. And that's the biggest lesson my mentor taught me, is that inaction has a cost. So the one practical cost was, look, we made 3% of our money versus earning no money by not taking action. So he saw that, the results we made from the one trade we made. But my mentor walked me through an exercise. He said, Travis, how much do you make each month? And at the time, I've never made, let me pause this and look at my wallet real quick because I keep this in my wallet. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I keep this in my wallet as a reminder of how far I've come. It's a breakdown of all the money I've made in corporate America. I got this from my Social Security statements. On average, of working in corporate America, on average, I made $22,733 a year. That's on average, right? So you break that down, that's a little less than $2,000 a month I made. So let's just round it up. I told my mentor, hey, I make $2,000 a month. He said, how much do you want to make? I said, well, I want to make $10,000 a month, right? I don't know why I jumped from $2,000 to $10,000. Maybe other people do it too. Like, oh, I've never made more than $2,000 in my life from an investment, but yeah, I'm going to enroll in a course, and in a year from now, I want to be a full-time trader. We have these really grand expectations. Probably more realistically, I probably should have said, how about I make $2,000 a month as a trader? That way I replace my income. But I said I wanted to make $10,000. So he rolled with that. He didn't chastise me. He said, okay, well, subtract how much you want to make from how much you're making. And what do you get? I said, well, $8,000. He said, okay, that $8,000, that's your cost of inaction. Every month you don't enroll in a course that you need to enroll in, because I wanted to enroll in a real estate course, but it was like $5,000 too expensive, and I was like, they're trying to get rich off me. I was like, that's too much money and blah, blah. Education should be free. All the same loser limp poverty mindset thinking that most other people have that are struggling financially. He's like, again, he didn't chastise me. He just helped me think like a millionaire. So he went through that exercise. He said, okay, every month you don't enroll in that course. Every month you don't take action towards learning how to become financially free. It's costing you $8,000 a month, because you want to be at $10,000 a month, but currently you're at $2,000 a month. So every month you don't take action towards your goals. That's how much it's costing you every single month. So he helped me see that my inaction had a bona fide cost to it. And your inaction has a bona fide cost to it too. Your inaction is holding you back from the places you want to go, the things you want to do, and the people you want to see. So don't think, just like my friend, you can't see tangibly how your inaction is costing you, because life goes on. You're busy with other things. But trust me, your inaction has a cost, both in terms of financially, in terms of money, and both in terms of the things you want to do. It's holding you back from places you want to go, the things you want to do, and the people you want to see. And the reason I'm making you aware that your inaction has a cost, because I received an email from a guy after the last Philosophical Friday, and the summary of it, he loved it, and he was giving me feedback. He said, this is a good one. And he said, I've been wanting to trade for weeks. I've been looking for excuses to not fund my account, not sure with trades, and yada, yada, yada. He said, a few years ago, I traded a lot with options, no stocks, but I always waited too long for the money and ended up losing on the trade. And then he gave a story about, he said, my friend sells puppies. And when the Amish guy asked her, do you want to sell puppies for me? She said, yes. And I thought she was nuts. But now she has sold so many of these Burmese mountain dogs, Newfoundlanders and Greatest Swiss, plus her own that she raises, making good money, about $1,000 per registered puppy. She said yes without even thinking about it. I thought, what if they don't sell? I should let her start trading. And he put LOL, laughing out loud. You see, he was stuck in his head, his philosophy on life. What if they don't sell? What if? She didn't think about it. She's like, yeah, sure. She took action. She made money. And I told him I would use his email for Philosophical Friday because he put LOL that, hey, she should start trading with me as if it's a joke. But he didn't realize he stumbled upon one of the biggest secrets I just told Success Academy students a few weeks ago. And that is how to automate success, how to make failure nearly impossible. You see, if you yourself are not an action taker, you're a non-action taker. It's probably bad grammar, but who cares? Okay, you get the point. You're not taking action. Well, find somebody else who is taking action and have them work on your behalf. You see, that Amish guy was smart. He enlisted the support of an action taker. So now she's selling puppies for him. She's making good money. And of course, I'm sure he's making good money. So I told my students, if you are not taking action, then hire someone else to take action for you. Hire someone else to implement for you. Find somebody, a niece, nephew, college student, somebody who is trying to earn extra money and have them implement for you. An action taker, because you can still get to the end result if you partner with an action taker. So a non-action taker, a person who's not taking action, you can partner with an action taker and have them implement for you. So I told him, find a college student trying to earn some money who's working maybe at McDonald's earning, $11 an hour, and give them a raise and then have them look for stocks and trades for you. And then all you have to do is spend 5 minutes just, analyzing whatever they sent you, and then you place a trade. And that's the point I'm getting to right now. My mentor told me to do it a long time ago, but I was hesitant. But that's the point I'm getting to. And that's how you automate success. You find somebody to take action for you. So although he made it as a joke that he said he should let her start trading for him, I don't think it should be taken as a joke. He literally should ask her, hey, can you trade my account for me? Can you go through these training videos for me? Can you go through this process for me? Don't have them do all the work. Don't be too lazy. Partner with them. Be good team players. Maybe they can do some of the upfront work and analysis for you, and then you place the trades. So that is how you automate success. And that is one way to make failure nearly impossible. But the last thing you really need to think about is if you are not taking action, maybe you're just not passionate about building wealth. And that could be a strong reality. Maybe you're just not passionate about the stock market. Maybe you're passionate about building wealth, but not passionate about the stock market. Because I told Success Academy students just last night on our live Q&A call, I said, you know what? I'm passionate about options trading. I don't need any study groups, any accountability partners, or any masterminds that get me to take action. I love this stuff. I will buy books on it. I will read articles on it. I can't get enough of it. It's just my passion. So it inspires me to take action. I get up every day excited to learn more about building wealth and taking care of my family. So if you're not that passionate about investing and you're not taking action, maybe you need to find something you are passionate about, where you have the motivation. Because if it's about making money, it helps if you're passionate about what you're using to make money with. It makes things a lot easier. You don't have to be passionate, but it makes it a lot easier because you don't run into I'm not taking action. If you're not taking action, it's several things that could be going on. Maybe you need a new peer group to inspire you, but maybe you need something that inspires you more. Or you could just do like I said, hire an action taker to implement for you while you go off finding something you're passionate about. Maybe it's starting a business. Find something that gets you up that you can study nonstop, and then find a way to make money from that. That is the best of both worlds. Make money with something you're passionate about. So you take care. I hope you enjoyed this format for Philosophical Friday. And again, just remember your inaction has a cost associated with it. It is holding you back financially. It is holding you back from the places you want to go. It is holding you back from the things you want to do, and it is definitely holding you back from the people you want to see. Life is short, and I'm reminded of this even more because my 19-year-old cousin recently died of cancer, and he lived a full life, or more full than some adults, and you just never know. And so, I'm inspired to even live my life more to the fullest and not wait, to just take action, because I never know when my last day on this earth will be. You take care. Talk to you soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.